Hello, our group is CN1, with Ajan Cholwich being our advisor. We are making an augmented reality game targeted towards kids and teenagers. This game will place a crime scene using the camera of a mobile device, and place interactable clues on the world that players can move their device towards to inspect closely and interact with. The players must investigate these clues and solve mini-challenges, which will include pattern matching and a maths game, to advance to the next clue and uncover more about the crime. This is a prototype version of our game, which is still early in its development. This is our main menu screen, which will let you launch into the game or adjust some settings. As you can see, the font and the user interface is quite bubbly, with the buttons and text being round and soft. We chose this because we wanted to target our game towards a younger audience. Here you can see the settings menu, with two options of music and effects, which will let you toggle each.
We are going to run the game now. Please keep in mind that this is an early prototype, so our assets are not implemented yet. So we have simple shape representing the various items. Here you can see the various shapes representing the item, and the back cube is shadow. A sphere represents a character, and the cube represents the interactable item. You can see that the augmented reality functionality is already implemented, as the camera is showing what it sees. The real world and the world tracking and paint detection is there, so we can break our item in the world on the floor, and it will stay there as you move the camera around, and it will remain even if you rotate the camera, so the object is outside field of view. Now we are going closer to the item, and a option pop up so we can interact with it. A new window pop up that will let us view the item in the normal game view, and we will implement option here to use equipment to detect things like fingerprints, which will be used by completing a minigame.
Currently, we are building the way the clues and their information will be stored in our game, so that we can randomly generate the different types of clues. For example, whether the clue is a wallet, clothes, or a weapon. Making this system properly will help us spawn the clues more efficiently in the code. The next step will be creating an asset manager that will look at the type of the clue and apply the appropriate model and texture to it. Next, we will implement the detailed information of the clues in the blank box you saw earlier when interacting with the clue, with the options to investigate the clue through the minigame. After that, we will build the first minigame, which will be a maths challenge where the player has to solve a simple maths problem, which could be addition, subtraction, division, or multiplication. The level of maths we are aiming for can be seen on this slide.
Here is the graphic design. This video is an example of modeling. We try to make a realistic stuff as we can by using a special program, ZBrush. In this program, we use a geometry to be a base of the structure in each part of character's body, and use the brush to mold and form the shape to be as realistic as we can. This program is very advanced to make a 3D model and has a lot of functions to form the shape that we want, but we use a free version, so we cannot use some function in the program, and it crashed many times because of the incomplete function in the free version. That makes us use a long time to do each item.
We are in the process of getting our assets made and ready for use in our game engine. Due to the restrictions of the mobile devices, we must optimize our assets to perform well on these devices. We will also need to add more types of minigames to keep the gameplay interesting. We have plans to make a pattern or color matching game that I have prototyped here to show you. As you can see from this video, we are still implementing the rest of the basic features of the game, as well as creating and using the final assets we will be using. Some extra things we are looking at is a system to hide most of the clues, to add more intrigue and excitement to the gameplay experience.